games
Yeah.
in our new stadium
Yeah.
since it's opened.
Yeah,
Arsenal have lost 41.
There's no way Matt's a Spurs fan.
No.
Matt is, but he's the one who always digs at Daniel Levy, but you're struggling now because you ain't got Daniel Levy there, so who'd you go at?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Majestic, I saw Majestic on Saturday because he's a good friend of mine now because he comes to see me. But I'll tell you what, right? He's agreed with me. We had an agenda, not you, Jamie. We had an agenda. We fought the battle and we got him out.
Right.
Now the onus is on these lot to pull their finger out and do the right thing. I mean, when I say the right thing, not a Kinski, not a Dragulson in January. Yeah. And I don't want to hear the stories about, it's difficult in the January window. Mate, I don't want to hear it. You've got to come out. You've got to come out and prove yourself. And then if it ain't the case, the heat is going to be on and we're going to find a way and we will get these lot out. And I remember you saying, you can't get him out. He won't leave. Well, look what's happened, mate. So this is the reality. We've got poor players, mate. Our goalkeeper's poor. Our right back's poor. Our midfielders are poor.
Matt,
and you know
just
what?
Spurs, though, mate.
Mate,
you're just
I don't even want to hear it because listen. I'll tell you one thing. One thing I can tell you, Cundy, you spent £1 billion, mate. £1 billion.
Yeah, no, we spent more than that.
I tell you what, it's like I tell you what you've done. You've spent on this amazing. I can't even tell you, villa.
Careful.
No, I'm not Spurs. This villa that's 10 rooms, yeah, and you put in there a sofa that the legs just wobbling.
What happened Saturday?
No. Liam, what's his name? Liam, Rory, what's his name?
No,
You've had Drogba's, mate. Yeah. You've had Drogba's and Torres's, and you got that. That's my point.
What's that? So what happened Saturday?
What happened Saturday? No, don't worry about what happened Saturday. Bournemouth beat Tottenham. Aston Villa beat Tottenham. Come on, mate. They all beat Tottenham. Listen, we played 5 games at home. We've lost 3 out of the 5. And we haven't played Man United. We haven't played Man City. We haven't played Liverpool, Arsenal.
No, but that's what £1 billion gets you. Rock up at North London again, pull your pants down, give you a whooping.
It's just who we are, mate.
Listen, I don't care about that. But I just thought of Jamie, and I got my missus next to me, right? And I had to stop what we was watching because I thought
of Jamie, and you got your missus next.
What was your missus there?
Yes, she is.
What's her name?
Georgina.
Can we speak to her?
Speak to her.
Of course you can. She's here. Speak to him.
Georgie.
Speak to Jamie. Go.
Georgina.
Hello.
All right, George.
Is Matt always so angry?
No, he's not. Only when he talks about football.
I feel like he's got high blood pressure, George. You need to calm him down.
It's you, Jamie. You give that to me.
George?
Yeah?
Who do you support?
It's got to be Spurs, hasn't it?
You say
it ain't Chelsea, mate.
She doesn't. It's not convincing.
There, George.
George, I don't know.
You do.
Yeah. George.
Okay.
Who's your mum and dad support? Who they grew up supporting?
Oh gosh, Chelsea and QPR.
Oh gosh, what a thing to say to
Matt,
throw them under the bus.
Matt, you can't ever phone us up again. You can't ever phone us up again, mate. Your missus supports Chelsea.
West London gang.
It's only it's
Matt,
her mum and dad.
You're finished.
Nothing to do with her.
Matt, you've been rumbled.
Why'd you do that to me?
All right, let's go to Ben. He's Arsenal fan. Ben.
All right, Benny boy.
You all right? How you doing?
All right, Ben.
Right.
How are you?
Yeah.
I'm all right. Right. I've got the gas heating engineer at centre mid. Yeah.
Gas?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The gas, right, when your boiler breaks down, you call on the gas heating engineer to come round and fix it, to start things up, to get things going.
Yeah.
Is the engine as well, because he don't run out of gas. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you, there is nothing worse, right, is there, than when you first come round to winter, right, or you need to turn the central heating on, it just don't work.
It's not working.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have had that. I've had that once.
Terrible thing.
I had to get a new boiler.
That's it. That's it. That's why he's in the centre mid.
So the gas
The engine room.
The gas engineer. Okay.
Starts off the move.
Starts off the move.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben, why don't you phone us up more, mate? Because you make me die.
Yeah, I do.
That is iconic.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what? I never even knew that I can say exactly the same
Go on,
time.
see if we can work out who's doing what.
Yeah, right. So we've got a recording of it. Obviously,
Right.
we've kept it. So if you say and the recording, let's guess. Let's see.
All right.
Go on.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I think Spurs have got the.
Oh, here we go.
I think
It
Spurs
didn't take long.
have got a better front three in Premier League history than Arsenal.
You're on one tonight, aren't you?
I'm just saying, right? So
Right, so ever.
if you think about I'm talking about players in their prime.
Okay, go on.
Son, Kane, Bow. The best front three in Premier League history. Son, Kane, Bow. It's better than Arsenal's. You can give me any one of Arsenal, right? And I know they will, right? And it's a fair argument. I think that front three is better than Arsenal's best ever front three.
He's on one tonight. I mean, I don't know why you're so chirpy.
Well, because Arsenal fans go, Thierry Henry. Yeah, all right,
Why
Thierry
are you
Henry.
doing that Arsenal game? Why is it always Arsenal?
Talk about Bergkamp, but Bergkamp, you can't put Bergkamp in there. He's number 10.
But Henry can be in there, right?
Well, yeah, of course Thierry Henry's in there. Of course he is.
So Henry, I'm going to throw this out for goodness now. Henry, Saka. Why are you looking at me like that?
Saka.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Saka. Can't put Saka in there.
Why not?
I think there's probably a better right winger.
Well, go on, name it then.
I'd say Pires and Overmars, maybe.
Right, I'm going Saka.
Wiltord.
I'm going Saka. Right? I'm going Saka for the sake of this conversation.
Bale's better than Saka.
Listen. Right, 03, honestly, he's in one of those moods.
I'm not in a mood, I'm just saying
he's
it.
in one of those moods. He wants to fight.
No, I don't want to fight.
No, you do. You want to row with someone.
I don't want to row with anyone.
You do.
I don't want to row with anyone.
Digging me out.
I just
digging
wanna
Gooners
know
out.
If,
you
know,
are.
Man United, who was their greatest front three? Liverpool's greatest.
Their greatest front three is Ronaldo, Tevez, and Rooney. That is that right there. That's wow. And that won things. That front three won zilch. One zilch. Honest.
Son, Kane, and Bale.
One zilch.
If you put them,
Jay.
Yeah, it's because they're playing for Tottenham.
Jay,
mate, they won as much. Unbelievable.
Jay, that's what they won. That water bowl.
Audi Cup, mate.
Yeah.
Come on. If you could put that,
Jay,
take Tottenham. Forget they play for Tottenham.
No, I can't forget they play for Tottenham.
Forget they play for Tottenham.
I can't.
I'm talking about as players, 3 players in a front three.
Yep.
And you had to play in a cup final, or you had to do a 38-game season next season with that front three up front.
In their pomp. I have to say, it is.
Don't tell me Son, Kane, and Bale is not the front three that you would want. That
front three is in their pomp. If you got them all at their pomp, that's pretty delicious. Yeah, it's irresistible.
Come on.
I'm with you, but
no one competes for that.
you make me laugh.
No one competes for that.
No, of course not. Because Spurs, isn't it? You honestly, you lot never learn. It's amazing. You can be. You're just always the bridesmaid. Whenever it comes to a conversation, you're always the best. You're the best at doing nothing.
That front three is unbelievable.
Has anyone seen Tottenham? Jamie O'Hara, can you hear me, Jamie O'Hara? Give us one hell of a beat in the big cock. Will do me a favour, Thomas the Frank kitchen. 5 for 1. What was that? Can you hear me? 5 for 1. Give us one hell of a beat in Beyonce. You're only champion. To dare is to do. To dare is do me a favour. To dare is to do me a favour. You do nothing. Can you hear me, dare is to do? Give us one hell of a beat in Beavertown Brewery. Chicken. The SS! The SS, I need a belief. Oh, you might sign it up.
This is a shambles!
It's falling off. Hold on, let's carry on. Hold on. It's going to come back on. 3-point calf. Who made that? 3-point calf. The dare. The dare, son. AJ Tracy. Can you hear me, AJ Tracy? There was someone. I love a beat in the Seven Sisters Train Station. And Spencer Oliver. Alan Richmond. Spencer Oliver. Alan Richmond. Alan Sugar. Michael McIntyre. Jamie O'Hara. Jamie O'Hara. Can you hear me, Jamie O'Hara? There was someone. I love a meeting.
I can't believe he's turned up in an Arteta mask. Oh my God, what is going on? The worst ever North London derby performance, Spurs. An absolute shambles.
and welcome to Sports Bar with me, Jason Cundy, alongside the legend that is all-round good at, not particularly good at darts. We'll talk about that in a second. It's Jermaine Pennant, everyone. Jermaine Pennant. Another huge night of European football on the talkSPORT network. Aston Villa are on fire. They're on flames, a massive win away from home tonight, putting them third Europa League table. They've now won, get this, 8 on the bounce, 8. E-I-G-H-T, 8, that's what they do when you have a scoreline that comes up you can't quite believe. 8 on the bounce with West Ham to come next. Who is going to stop them at the moment? 03717 223344 elsewhere. Celtic, oh my God, Celtic, having a nightmare. And a new manager, Wilfred Nancy, losing 3-0 against Roma. They missed a pen as well, which could have turned the game. However, they're in serious threat now of missing out of the playoffs. Celtic fans, 03717 223344. Big wins from Forest and Palace as well tonight. But we need you to get involved. We're looking ahead to the Premier League as well. But anything you have seen and heard, this is your forum to have your say on your club. Get involved. Cannot do the show without 03717 223344. And a reminder, you can now watch us live on YouTube and Smart TV. This is the Sports Bar, live here. Hello, good evening and welcome. One, good evening, welcome all. Good evening, welcome, Mr. Jermaine Pennant. Jammer, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
You've licked your wounds over yesterday. You and I, of course, were at the third World talkSPORT darts competition. We both went out in the first round.
Yep.
What happened?
Well, I knew I was going out the first round because I was drawn Dean Saunders. It's men versus boys out there.
He knocked me out the previous 2 years, so I know you feel, mate.
Yeah.
But is there a little bit of like, I got beat by the champ?
Yeah,
like, I got beat by the best.
There's no disgrace there in saying, yes, I lost to the reigning 3-time champion now. And the actual standard of our game was quite high. Yeah. My averaging was, I was over 40s.
You had a couple of chances, didn't you?
Yeah. Do you know what? Because I obviously...
Where did it go wrong, Gemma?
Where it went wrong is that I had 51 and obviously you got to check out on a double.
Yeah.
I had 51, so instead of going for 11 double top, I just tried to get down as low as possible. Right. I totally forgot.
That's why Russ Bray was there to help us out.
But he didn't give me nothing. He was going... 20, 18. I was like, hey, mate, can you just tell me what I've got to do here?
It's very good.
Yeah, but
I mean the checkout. I mean it's darts. I've got so much respect for these guys anyway. Of course, the PDC would go across. Ian Danter is out at Ali Pally. He'll keep us updated of all that's going on in the opening day of that. But it's having the quickness of mind and knowing where to go and where you feel more comfortable. But I was, I had 120, and he said to me. Was it 60 double top, whatever it was, or whatever it was? I can't work it out. And I looked at him and I said, "Are you joking me?
Have you not seen his play in the past few years?
20 at the board is a bonus."
Yeah, he said to me, Jermaine requires 5. I'm like, you just told me that I'd check out.
How do I get to that 5? Help me out, Russ.
I know.
But listen, it was a great day.
It always is.
We do those things very, very well, by the way. And then I hope you guys that watched it enjoyed it. The highlight of the evening, of course, was Goldstein getting bumped out by Gabby. Oh, by the way, he hit the camera with his darts. He did. He still won.
And he still won. Yeah. And that camera was about at least a couple of feet above the board.
Couple of grand probably as well.
They say you lose to Gabby.
Yeah, but it was a great day. But look, it's all part of the fun. Someone's got to win it, someone's got to lose, and unfortunately, we're just not quite good enough. However, it's over to the football tonight. Aston Villa continue their unbelievable run. They are the informed side. So you and I were chatting in the office about Aston Villa, how their rise from where they were after four games in the Premier League.
So this is from game week 5 onwards.
We've got a printout of the last 11 games in the Premier League, okay? Aston Villa are top by 3 points above Man City, and they're 4 points above Arsenal. Unbelievably, Man United squeezing in 4. This is after, by the way, 11 games. So the last 11 Premier League games, Villa have won 9, drawn 1, lost 1. 28 points. That is championship winning form right now. And their run isn't just in of course, the league, but in they beat Arsenal. It's not just in domestic league, it's also what they're doing in the Europa League. Right now, mate, they are the in-form side. It's been a remarkable turnaround because I remember, Jeremy, I'm guessing you do as well. A lot of people talking about Unai Emery and like, has he taken them as far as he can?
Yeah.
And understand it off the first 4 games because they were struggling.
I think the first 3 games, they couldn't score a goal. They were just not scoring. You was like, what is going on? And people were saying, I think he's reached the limit. And last season was the best he probably could get out of them. And that he's stalled now. Didn't really make major signings. And was like, oh, there could have been a bit of trouble. You could be one of the managers going. And now they've said, absolutely not. No. We're turning this around, and rightly so. Look, the top of the table, 11 games.
That's 11 games.
Yeah, and it's Man City slightly creeping back into, because they're second.
Yeah, they are. But even like Man City are now second by Villa. That tells you all you need to know. Here are Aston Villa's first 3 league games of the season. They drew at home 0-0 to Aston Villa. They then went to Brentford and got beaten 1-0. They then played Crystal Palace at home. Got beat 3-0 at home to Crystal Palace. After that, they went to Everton, drew 0-0. Right? They went to Sunderland, drew 1-1. They still haven't won, by the way. The first game they won was the game day before October. And they beat Fulham 3-1 home. That has been the catalyst for them. You've got to go back to the 28th of September for their first win. Since then, they now lead the Premier League on points and games played, Gemma, by 3.
So you've got to go back to summer.
Yeah, going back to summer. It's summer.
You've literally got to go back to summer.
Yeah.
The first win.
Yeah. So going into October, they just picked up the first win.
That's.
And we're a second week into December.
Do you know what? Just to say that they're only now 3 points off Arsenal is just remarkable in itself.
Yeah, that win, that last minute goal by Buendia was monumental because it does shift the Premier League. It's a big goal. It's a big goal.
When you've now got a chasing pack now.
Yeah.
That's brought in a lot of teams.
Yes,
well, not a lot of teams. It's brought in.
No, it has. It's brought it. Yes, it has. Not a lot of teams.
Not a lot of teams, but as in it's brought Man City right back in it now.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a win away with just Man City. You don't want to have like a 3-point gap going down the wire with Man City.
No.
Breathing
down.
They
you hear them coming.
Exactly that.
Coming in behind you.
You want a cushion. You want at least 9 points.
But are we...
points.
Okay, serious question here. I'm expecting the answer to be no, but I don't know. Can Aston Villa win the title?
It's hard to go against that. It's hard to see what they've been doing. How can you not say they can?
Yeah.
How can you not?
It'd be a bit of a fool if you said no, they can't.
Yeah.
Do you think they will? It's a different question, right?
Look, if you're beating Arsenal, and it was a good game, it was. You can't walk away and go, "Oh, Arsenal should have won."
No.
It was. They really. People say, "Yeah, but Arsenal weren't the greatest," but you're not going to be at your best for 38 games. They give Arsenal touted the favourites and comfortably and the best team in Europe. If you can beat them, then you have every right to say we're in this. We can win the league.
I agree with you, matey. I mean, do I think they will? No, but that's only based on history, and history changes.
Yeah,
they're there. They're there on merit, right here, right now.
Well, you don't need to tell me about history changing. Look, we're Liverpooler.
I didn't want to bring that up, Gemma, but now you have. In this league table, 11 games. So this is the last 11 Premier League games. Aston Villa on 28 points. Liverpool on 11. In 16th position.
They're 1 point off relegation.
They are. Wolves, by the way, still on 2 points. That never changes. Whatever goes on in the world of football, for the rest of history, Wolves will always be on just 2 points. Man City second in that table, by the way. Arsenal third, 4 points behind Aston Villa. Man United 7 points behind, and Crystal Palace fifth. Chelsea seventh.
Yeah.
Yuck. Let's go to the lines. 03717223344. Aston Villa continue that unbelievable run. They won away 2-1 at Basel. Another impressive result. Let's go and speak to Dan, who's a Villa fan. Up the Villa.
Evening, gents. How we doing? You all right?
Yeah, you got to give me an up the Villa, Dan.
Up the Villa, bruv. Up the Villa.
Up the Villa. Go on, matey. What do you want to say?
Well, I just want to say that I think this result means we can win ugly. And I kind of agree with you guys that I don't think we're title challengers. I'd love it. I'd love it. Like, hands down, I'd love it. But I think there's a lot of experience out there in your Man Cities and your Liverpools where it could, and Arsenal, where it could happen. But we're enjoying the moment that we're in right now. And I think I can speak for every Villa fan right now that we're just loving it. Even Emery, people that thought that, you know, he was having an iffy start. Yeah, sure. He threw his dummy out. He spat his dummy out. Threw toys out of the plan. He couldn't get the signings he wanted, and it doesn't matter because he's already changed these players to be absolute machines. You look at John McGinn. We signed John McGinn for £3.5 million, and look at the player that he is now. Absolutely, he's a machine. Emery turns players into machines, and that's what we've done. Morgan Rogers is just an insane lad. I know he wasn't playing tonight, but still, it's just mental. I'd love to see Villa lift the trophy. I'm 31 years old. I've not seen Villa lift the trophy. We're in it. We're definitely in it. I'm not saying it's a Premier League, but FA Cup, Europa League, we're in it. 100%. Let's go. It's just so good to be a Villa fan right now.
You say that you don't think you can win it, but you're sitting, like I said, just 3 points behind Arsenal, and you've not made massive signings in this summer. If you was to go into January and maybe get some key players, that can make a difference. Why not? Why can't you see you going all the way?
Well, I agree with you, Jermaine. I think Emery is so specific and so particular with the players that he wants. It's a very difficult market to go into in January to find those players that are going to fit those roles, that are going to make those changes for Emery to push on. Like last year with Rashford and Asensio, they made so much sense. I think maybe Matty Cash might need a rest at right back at some point. We might need another striker just to give Ollie Watkins a bit of a respite. I mean, I love Ollie, absolutely love him. I think it's fantastic. He's not scored, but he does so much for the team, and he makes so much sense for this Villa system. I think if you make the right acquisitions in January, then I would absolutely love it. If we do a reverse Spurs, we win the Europa League and we get into Champions League next year, that'd be so fun. I'd love it. I'd love it so much.
Dan, appreciate the call, bud. Listen, you're absolutely flying, and understandably so. You're going to be on the lips of everyone saying, "Can you win the title?" Well, here's a question. I'm throwing this out to all Aston Villa fans now. As a Chelsea fan, when people were putting us front and centre saying we're title contenders, I never felt it last year. Didn't feel it this year. And genuinely, I wish I could argue myself and say, "Yeah, we're not." Right? I just wonder whether Aston Villa fans genuinely feel that question's valid. Can you win the title? And I don't want to be a hypocrite, Gemma, because a lot of people, I'd have Haaaaas saying to me, "You're in the title race." I'm saying, "We're not, mate. I know my team. I know who we are. We're not that team yet." I just wonder whether Villa fans feel, are they that team? That's the question I'm asking. And does it kind of put you in a different position when other fans, us, media, say you're in a title race? I want to ask you, 03717 22 3344. Next, we'll be taking calls on a huge European night of football, as it was over the last 2 days. 03717 22 3344. You are listening to the Sports Bar here on talkSPORT. With talkSPORT Bet, download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18 plus, begambleaware.org. Good evening, thanks for your company. I listen to talkSPORT and talkSPORT. He's Jermaine Pennant, I'm Jason Cundy. Still come. We're joined by Mickey Gray ahead of the return at the time we're Derby this Sunday. Thoughts on that, please, Newcastle and Sunderland fans? 03717 223344. I want to hear from Celtic and Rangers fans after another defeat, in particular Celtic. Your mob, your new manager's come in, hasn't turned things around yet. You've got a League Cup final coming up at the weekend, by the way. That is enormous. Was the change made too soon? Should Martin O'Neill have been kept in the job? 03717 2233. First up, though, it's day one of the Dart Championship at Ali Pally. Ian Dancer is watching the talkSPORT. Bit of dance in your pants. Dance.
Hello, Jason. Well, we're at the fourth match of the four tonight. Already the world champion Luke Littler has made relatively light work of Darius Labanauskas of Lithuania to go through by 3-0. Another former world champion Michael Smith also made it through, seeing off the Lancashire Rose Lisa Ashton in the second match of the night. Arno Merck from Germany on debut caused a shock with the first match of the night by knocking out the Belgian, the Hurricane Kim Huybrechts, who's been here 15 years in succession but just never got going, and the German on debut played some smashing stuff. We're in the last match of the night right now, and it is all square, 1 set all and 1 leg all. It's the first of 3 sets that gets through between Madas Rasma, the Latvian number 1, and Jamai van den Herik, the young Dutchman, on debut at Ali Pally, looking very much accustomed to life on a huge stage. It's 120 foot wide, that stage at Ali Pally. It is 1 set all, 1 leg all in a race to 3. You can follow the rest of the action on the talkSPORT app or on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, Jace.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this Christmas with a darty party at Village. Enjoy flights of festive fun with our interactive darts lanes. Available at locations across the UK.
Dan, thank you very much. And we keep us updated the PDC World Darts Championship over at Ali Pally. Now, Unai Emery made headlines in yesterday's pre-match press conference for his comments on loan midfielder from Liverpool, Harvey Elliott. Here's what he said. He's on loan playing with us, but he's not definitely adding to us with a permanent contract. Hopefully, we can get a solution for him to try and play consistently, and we'll try to continue in his career with us or not. A £35 million deal will be triggered if he plays 10 Premier League games. His last appearance came as a late substitute against Feyenoord in the Europa League on the 2nd of October. Now, loan deals, Gemma, they can really help. They can help the parent club, the loanee club, and of course the player. Go out, get minutes. If he's not going to get minutes at Liverpool, he struggled under Slot first season. I think his last season under Klopp played him a lot, by the way. Not starting all the time, but he trusted him. Get the feeling that Slot didn't quite trust him. He's gone out on loan. Hasn't worked out for him, has it?
No, and it's sad to see because he's a great young kid, great player as well. And you go out on loan, like you said, is to get that game time and enhance your career. And to go on loan and the same thing happen at your parent club, he will be devastated. It will be like, I didn't come here for this reason. If this was the case, I would have just stayed at Liverpool. And it's for some reason it's not worked out, and it's a strange one as the deal's done. So if you're getting someone on loan, your intentions are to use that player. So it's a weird one. Don't know if the deal was above board, as in not him Emery doing the deal or wanted him to get him in. But yeah, he must be so frustrated, and he's still young, still got time. But the more you don't play, the longer it goes on, the harder your career is to get that spike, which he needs to develop. So he's going to have to start looking and really think about what's his next chapter for him.
Yeah, he's in a situation where £35 million will be triggered after 10 Premier League games. And if the club don't feel he is the future, all he's going to do going in after January, if that transfer window, he doesn't go back to Liverpool or find something, an alternative route, he's just going to sit there.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help anyone. Doesn't help Liverpool. Doesn't help Villa. And it certainly doesn't help Harvey. This is a real tricky one, at the moment. If you were in his situation, Gemma,
yeah,
what would you be thinking right now?
If I'm in his situation, all I'm thinking about is playing. Not only for my career, but for my mental health, my headspace. Yeah. It must be really down, confidence shot, you name it. So I'll be thinking, right, Jermaine, I need to be playing football. I need to speak with my agent, speak with Liverpool, speak with all parties and find a solution. Is there a fee out there someone's willing to pay, or someone's going to buy me another club, which there will be suitors for sure.
He had a great summer, right?
Yeah.
England under
21s.
He had a great summer, and it looked like this was a great move for him. But here's the problem also, right? He can't really go knocking on Emery's door and say, look, why aren't I playing? Because you can't make that case at the moment because they can't stop winning. Yeah. So that door's shut in his face as well. It's a real tricky one for him, I'm afraid.
It is.
He might have to go back to Liverpool, and lick his wounds, and then. I mean, it's not like Liverpool been flying, but where does he fit in at Liverpool?
Do you know what? I would use him. There's times, some games where he comes on and he does make a difference at times. Obviously, he probably won't be a starter now, but I would be happy to see him on the bench and come on and make a difference in some games that we've needed to unlock that door. Because he's a great squad player.
You don't be a squad player at his age now.
No, you don't.
The World Cup, I'm not saying he's going to get into this World Cup squad, right? But he won't be thinking like that. He would have been thinking, now it's over, right? It's not. But going to Aston Villa, you're thinking, right, had a brilliant summer with the under-21s. If I can get minutes, I might find myself in a position. That's gone.
Yeah, that's going to Villa and not getting any minutes, coming on for a few sub-appearances. Now, any hopes of England is shattered now. And he was a key under-21 player as well.
I think he played. Was he a player of the tournament?
Yeah,
he had a stellar summer, and it's just not. However, he's still young, and I know what it's like when you're a young player and you feel I need that opportunity again. I need the chance. I need to be given that, and it hasn't quite happened for him. But his day will come. No question.
Oh, 100%.
We're talking about Aston Villa cannot stop winning. If we had a league table, and I know it didn't exist, but after the first 4 games, Aston Villa, if you took those 4 games away, Aston Villa would now be sitting on top of the Premier League by 3 points above Man City, 4 points above Arsenal. Are they in a title race? I'm asking the question. I'm not saying they are. Let's go and speak to Mitch, who's a Villa fan. All right, Mitch, up the Villa.
Hello. I spoke to you two, actually, previously.
Okay.
So I'm getting told off.
It was when... Oh, no. Well, no. It was after we got 7th place in Conference League, and I said that my brother didn't want us to get it because we wanted us to concentrate on the league. He didn't want us to be in Europe.
Right. When was this, Mitch? When was this? Last season, right?
No, 2.5 years ago now.
2.5 years ago?
I know, it was a long time ago, but it was you two.
Right.
Because you couldn't say my name properly.
What did we say?
But you kept calling me Mish.
Mish. Go on then, Mish.
Anyway, all right, Cindy. So anyway, I want to say that I still believe, I think we are title challengers.
Mm. Right. Okay. Well, the league table after 11 games, the last 11 games, suggests you're correct.
Yeah, it was in September, and I was behind the goal for the Buendia goal on Saturday. It was just the most amazing. I mean, everyone was hugging anyone. It was we were shaking. It was the best feeling ever.
Listen, I support neither of those teams, and I've watched that goal back multiple times.
Yeah,
the
celebration. It's one of those moments, a football moment, isn't it? It doesn't have maybe some. I know Gooners don't like it, but it's a football moment.
It was, the noise, and you saw the jubilation on the fans' face in the celebration. I've watched that so many times. I love it.
And the Arsenal players' reaction as well.
Yeah.
The slow-mo. Villa put out the slow-mo for both goals.
I've seen it. How old are you, Mitch?
I'm 48.
You're 48.
I know. I sound about 12. I know.
No, you sound really young. I mean, that's. I was wondering if you're going to.
I thought you was going to ask, like, are your parents there? Can we need?
No. But did you? Where are you, Mitch? You didn't go out and watch the game, no, in Basel.
No. I was. I watched. Well, listened to it on the radio for half and watched rest on telly. Now I'm just popping out to pick a friend up, so doing a good deed.
Are you? Where's your friend been?
To see some singer in Camden.
Oh, okay. So you're in London, obviously.
Yeah, I'm on the M3 at the moment, yeah. So I thought I'd give you guys a call.
It'll be down to whoever put it on the board.
The switchboard.
Yeah, the switchboard. That's not down to us. We read it, so I got your name right. Mitch.
I kept correcting you, and you still kept getting it wrong.
That sounds about right.
Being deliberate idiots, probably. Mitch, so you're saying, just for the record, you're in the title race?
Yeah.
Love it. Mitch, make sure you phone again, okay?
You wouldn't want to bet against us.
No, at the moment. I mean, listen, drive carefully. I totally agree.
I'm glad Liverpool got that out of the way.
Yeah. You beat them, didn't you?
Yeah. Was it 2-1? 2-0.
Is that when you used to win, was it?
It was an easy victory, that was.
What's happened to your mob, I mean, you know what? I know I'm no Chelsea stumbled and tripped recently, but mate, the last 11 games, you're 16th.
Listen, the last 11
Jammer.
games. I know.
Jammer, look at me.
I can't.
You don't look at me, do you?
No, I don't. I can't look at you. But let's just talk about that. The last 11 games, only Burnley and Wolves have conceded more goals.
That's unbelievable.
That is ugly.
That is ugly. And we're talking a little bit later on about Xabi Alonso, of course, his time at Real Madrid. A bit of a sticky moment. They got beat by Manchester City last night in the Champions League. We'll be talking a little bit later on to Terry Gibson, our La Liga expert, about what the future might hold for him. And Liverpool fans may well be alerted if things don't improve under Slot. 03717223344. You are listening to the Sports Bar here on talkSPORT. With talkSPORT Bet, download the new talkSPORT app today. 18 plus, begambleaware.org. Good evening. Thanks for your company. Listen to the Sports Stories. Jermaine Pennant. I am Jason Cundy. Still to come, we'll be hearing from the managers on what's been another massive night of European football. First off, though, it's near the end of play on day one of the darts. The World Championships at Ali Pali. Ian Dante is watching there for talkSPORT. Dance, what you got for us?
Well, the final match is potentially reaching a conclusion here because Madas Razma, the Latvian number one, is on a 9-darter. If he can take out 1-5-6, he will win the match against Jermaine van den Herik and win by 3-1. The 9-darter won't go from 1-5-6, but he's in position to get himself over the line in the next few seconds. This after wins earlier tonight for a man on debut, Arno Merck from Germany, who beat Kim Huybrechts 3-1. Michael Smith, the 2023 world champion, who beat Lisa Ashton 3-0, and the reigning world champion and world number one, Luke Littler, who saw off Darius Labanauskas in fairly short order again by 3-0. Razma wants tops to round off the evening, and he is taking his time, a bit like Jason Cundy over a bullseye, and he's missed, but it looks like it may well be that Madas Razma is going to get himself over the line here, Jace, and you can follow the rest of the action, and indeed the whole tournament on the talkSPORT app, and there's an afternoon session tomorrow that starts at 12:30 on talkSPORT 2.
Dance, well, I've got you here, brilliant stuff from you yesterday, what a great day it was for the third talkSPORT World Darts Championship. You had to commentate on myself and Jammer, but it's just a brilliant experience. All the presenters together, all the production staff, everyone that works behind. It was. We do it really well those days. It was excellent.
I had a ball yesterday, and I'll have to admit, seeing Goldstein get turned over by Bon Lahore, I think the whole room was willing that to happen, it seems to me. And we got our wish, didn't we? And the attempts to obfuscate and, divert people's attention away from it from Andy was almost as funny as it happening in the first place. But a super day. It's great. It is nice when everybody gets together in the same room and we can have a bit of fun at the same time and a bit of entertainment. But the storyteller just keeps on building the chapters, doesn't he? The three-peat is his. Can't get rid of him.
We might have to. I don't know. When we get him a coach,
before ban him.
Might have to, a couple of as he goes to toilet, someone with a cloak on or something just injures his right arm or something, mate. They might have to.
Jace, Darren Ambrose, he is desperate to play.
Yes, he is.
In these he sent me a message yesterday. He said, "I'd have beaten everybody in that tournament easy," and easy was written in block capitals.
Okay.
He is convinced he's got it within him to take on all comers when it comes to the talkSPORT massive.
Yeah. Well, maybe next year they might do what they did for the World Cup, Dance. Maybe they expand it, right? That might be something to do. By the way, it's just ended at the Ali Pali. Do you want to just give us a roundup?
Yeah, Razma got himself the double top that he needed, so he wins by 3-1 against the debutant Jermaine van den Herik. So congratulations to him. So that's the first day done, Jason. So a reminder, on talkSPORT 2, the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page from 12:30 tomorrow, we'll bring you 4 more games from round 1 in the afternoon session, and then the app and the YouTube page will bring you the evening session as well from 7 p.m. We are darts heavy. Dartsmas is what we're into now. And so every dart you will hear from the 2026 World Championship on the talkSPORT app and live on our talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. But day one is done, Jason.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this Christmas with a darty party at Village. Enjoy flights of festive fun with our interactive darts lanes. Available at locations across the UK.
Dance, thank you very much. Get yourself home safe and sound, and Dance will be back there tomorrow, of course, with the second day of the PDC World Darts Championship over at Ali Pali. We're going to look ahead to the weekend's action, the biggest game that I think is going to happen at the weekend. There are a number of there's always big games, of course, but Sunderland take on Newcastle. It's at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland had an unbelievable return to Premier League action. They currently sit above Newcastle in the current Premier League table. They are sitting proudly in 9th position. A little bit of a stumble and a trip of late, as of Newcastle. But what's remarkable, this table that we've got, Gemma, after 4 games, I do apologise, the last 11 games, Sunderland are below Newcastle, and it doesn't feel like that. But this game, this derby, Gemma, it's... We both played at the Stadium of Light. It is a bear pit when that place is getting running.
Yeah, do you know what? At the start of the season, this game I was like, okay, it's going to be probably comfortable. Newcastle will probably win this. It's not going to be like the old days.
Yeah.
That was before a ball was kicked.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Now I'm invested and I can't wait for this because I do not know which way it will go. They played, last year in the FA Cup, and obviously Newcastle won 3-0, very comfortable. But this time it's going to be hostile. It's going to be a game where Sunderland can easily win just as much as Newcastle. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Same here. Cannot wait. 2:00 kickoff. I'd love to hear from Newcastle and Sunderland fans. And also, if your club has played in the Europa Conference League this evening, 03 717 2233 before look ahead to all of the Premier League action. And of course, have you covered all that happens up and down the country on game day on Saturday, and of course, all that goes on. There are plenty of games to take place, I have to say, in the Premier League. Because of the Europa League and because of the Conference League, there are so many games that are taking place and down the country. talkSPORT will have you covered first and fastest here. Get your calls in, gang. 03717 2233. Here, still be hearing from some managers that have been taking place in Europe over the last 3 or 4 hours, and we take more of your calls. 03717 2233. He's Jermaine Pennant. I'm Jason Cundy, and this is the Sports Bar here on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Download the new app today. talkSPORT Bet, 18 plus. BigGambleAware.org.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Boys. Jermaine Pennant. I'm Jason Cundy for another 2 hours, and Mr. Paul Ross picks up the bat and takes you lucky people live until 5. Still to come, we'll be joined by Mickey Gray ahead of the return of the Time Wear Derby this Sunday. Got your thoughts on that, please? 03 717 223344. But first, it's been a huge night of European football on talkSPORT. Here's how it sounded on the talkSPORT network.
Right, 25 yards out. Lovely clear ball. Hudson-Odoi pulls it back. Brilliant header and the save. And then it's in from Jesus to win the game for Forest. In the 88th minute, it's Utrecht 1, Nottingham Forest 2.
And Crystal Palace take a step towards the knockout phase. Here is Pino's great run into the area. Right foot shot, that's stunning. That's Jeremy Pino at his best. And Crystal Palace are showing their Premier League quality. That's the pick of the goals so far. Jeremy Pino makes it Shelbourne 0, Crystal Palace 3.
Saturday's 2-1 win over leaders Arsenal took Unai Emery's men to within 3 points of the Premier League summit. They're also bookmakers' favourites to lift the Europa League after 4 wins from their opening 5 games. Tillemans with the shot, guided into the bottom corner, and Aston Villa within 8 minutes of the restart, back in front. It is Basel 1, Aston Villa 2.
Yeah, it's a big night of European football live here on talkSPORT. Nottingham Forest beat FC Eintracht 2-1 away from home, the Europa League earlier tonight live on talkSPORT. 2, Forest gaffer Sean Dyche spoke to the media after the game and he said he was happy with how his side dominated the early part of the game.
We've dominated the early part of the game, created enough chances to be in front, but we weren't. We did that at Sturm, didn't take our chances. Then it's like a bit of a to and fro game for the last 15 minutes of the first half, but that's looking in massive trouble. And then I thought we started the second half very well, controlled it mostly, scored a goal, and then they get a goal really out of what is a poor decision in my opinion from the referee, but we've still got to deal with that. We didn't, and they get a 1-1, and then, the crowd changed, the field changed, they're lobbing it forward and all the rest of it. I thought the substitutes made a massive difference. I'm really pleased. I'm pleased with the squad, actually. All these things come out of a game, and then you win, of course, and the win's the biggest thing, but it's tricky at the minute. We're managing so many different things, You're juggling or spinning plates all the time to try and get the right outcome while looking after players, while getting them all fit, while getting them ready, while winning games. So it's a constant process at the moment.
So Forest manager Sean Dyche, just to let you know where Forest are currently, they're 11th in the table, just 2 points currently off that automatic place. If you get into 8th, they've got at least 2 more games left in there. If you watch the games of Forest fans, 03717223344. But first, now it's time now to turn our attention to what's a massive weekend in the Premier League, but none bigger than this Sunday's Tyne Weir derby. Let's go to the lines. Let's go and speak to Andy, who's a Newcastle fan. Andy, good evening. Welcome to the show.
How are you doing? How are you doing, fellas?
All right, Andy. We're good, buddy. How you feeling? Bit nervous?
Oh, God. Don't even gander, mate. I'll tell you, Sunderland's good at home. We are dire away. But what I've done, and every time I do this, it works out.
Go on.
I've done a long list.
Right.
Aka, right? I've backed Sunderland to win, which Newcastle fans might think.
Hold on. Andy.
So you're on a win-win.
Andy.
Sorry?
You're backed against your side?
Yeah. And every time I do that, we get something.
Right, so you're happy to lose the money, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's a good spin on it. Because you're a winner either way. I like it.
What's a draw?
I don't see this going as a draw.
I'll take a draw, definitely, because, like you said earlier, beginning of the season, we didn't know what Sunderland were going to be when they start coming in the Premier League, right? True. And we would say we'll do them 3-0 at their place. We'll do them 3-0. But when you look at the season and how it's went, right? Yep. They're doing really well at home. They beat Chelsea away. Jason?
I was there, mate. I was there. Don't.
They beat Chelsea away.
They deserved it as well. They were good.
Yes, they did. They did. But there's a couple of games. They're all away from home. Like, they
Is Liverpool at home?
Saturday. Yeah, but they didn't win, did they?
Got a draw, though. But you're not expecting Sunderland to get a draw there.
Nearly beat Liverpool.
Arsenal, they got a draw at home.
They couldn't beat Everton at home. They couldn't beat Villa at home. So, but I seriously think Sunderland will get something on Sunday because we can't defend and we're useless away. Everton had an off day. We beat them 4-1, and I'll tell you something, by the way.
Go on.
One of the best summer signings this season has been Malik Chow. I don't know what you guys think.
He's been good. I thought he should have been sent off last night.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's lucky to stay on the pitch last night for me.
Yes.
Should have got a red card, but
I agree with that.
Yeah. No, he's
done. But mind you, they said it was outside the box, so.
Yeah, no, not a pen, but definitely a red.
I think he should have got a yellow.
No,
he should have got a yellow.
It's a red for me. He got a yellow in the end.
He should have got a yellow.
I thought he was a lucky.
But no, I'll take a 1-1 or a Desmond. Obviously, I'll take a 5-0. I'll take a 5-0. I don't think that's going to happen because our defence is very, very dodgy. My question I want to ask you as well.
Go on, I'll
is if Newcastle decide to start with Witter and also Voltamara,
this is not going to start.
How would that affect the lineup?
This is not going to start.
No, but when he does.
Oh, when he does. Sorry.
He will do one day.
Yeah, of course.
I would play 3 at the back. I would play Hall and Livramento and Malik Chow in the centre.
With who?
And then I would play the usual midfielders.
Who's the 3 centre halves, though? Dan Burn, right? Dan Burn are there as well.
Yeah.
Maybe,
got
but he's losing his legs now, isn't he?
It's a bit harsh. He might get the World Cup.
He's losing his legs a bit.
Dan Burn might be getting the World Cup.
He might be.
He said he's losing his legs. Bless him.
He might
Poor
be.
Dan Burn.
Yeah.
I think he's still got a bit more miles in there.
Don't forget, he scored the first goal when we actually won the trophy. So I'm never putting him down.
No, just take it back. Just in case Dan Burn's listening. Just say, Dan, I'm sorry, you've not lost your legs. Just say that, just in case he's listening.
You've lost half a yard, Dan.
No, that's not
half a yard.
No. What if he's listening? He's heard that. No, just no.
Going into a derby. You don't need that going into a derby.
It's a free country. It's a free country.
No, Andy.
Our opinions.
You said he's lost his legs, and now you say he's lost half a yard. Just for the sake of this derby.
Don't forget as well. He's been playing a fullback.
No, listen. I'm not the one that's saying he's lost his legs or he's lost. Just in case he's listening, you've got to build him up for the weekend. You got Sunderland. If Dan Burn's listening to this now, he might be thinking, God, come on, big him up. Just say, no, Dan, you've not lost half a yard.
No, let me tell you. I'll big him up this way. Go on. Newcastle get a corner.
Yeah.
Bruno Guimaraes does what he does against Burnley, and Dan Burn gets the finishing touch.
Right.
Away, man. Go on, Dan.
I know. But what about his legs?
Well, his legs. Do you not think he's lost half a yard?
No, I don't watch him every week like you do, and I don't support Newcastle. But just in case Dan Burn's listening,
I don't watch. I'm visually impaired, so all I do is
listen. But you follow Newcastle. No, but come on, right? Come on, Dan Burn. Just imagine Dan Burn's listening right now. Come on, you just take it back. So you've not lost half. You know what? You didn't even say you've gained half a yard.
Just lie.
Please,
just lie for Cundy.
No, I'm just thinking about Dan Burn.
Nah.
No.
What
are you going to do?
We still love.
You sticking to your guns?
We still love. Yeah.
I know you love him. I know you love him, but you're not. So he hasn't lost his legs.
No, but he's lost half a yard.
But he's lost half.
But don't forget, he's in his 30s. And when you were in your 30s, you lost half a yard as well.
I was in my 30s. I was retired. I lost half a yard.
I don't think
I lost everything.
I think Cundy had half a yard to lose.
Lost everything.
10 yards then.
I know, but poor old Danny Byrne. So you're not for turning, Andy. You've got to stick to that. He's lost half a yard, but that's you're not going to big him up for the game at the weekend.
Yeah, I've already told you I'm bigging him up for the weekend. Bruno Guimaraes is
No, but that's not going to help when he's chasing back, is it?
No, it doesn't matter. 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
It's 1-1 against them lot.
Yeah.
Right? We get a corner.
Yeah.
Bruno sticks it under the keeper.
Yeah.
They're all there going roo 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 roo.
Go on.
He doesn't know what day it is, and Dan Burn knocks it in.
Yeah.
Love him to death.
Right. Okay.
Love him to death.
Well, what about if there's a counter attack from that corner, and you've got Isidore like running down the wing, and Dan Burn's chasing him, and Dan Burn's listening to this now. He's thinking, I've got to catch Isidore.
Malik, no, do you know what?
No, Malik Chow's in the box. Forget Malik Chow.
No,
forget that. That's not the scenario. No,
can't have that. Goalpost there.
No, here's what's happening. Isidore 1v1. He's got Dan Burn. He's going down the wing. Last minute, it's 1-1. Isidore's chasing down. He's got Dan Burn there. What you saying to Dan Burn now?
Knock him into the North Sea.
What'd you say?
Knock him into the North Sea.
Knock him into the North Sea. The North Sea's only 2 miles from the stadium of... I won't say the word.
No, you can't say that.
Knock him into the North Sea.
It's not what I wanted.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's not what I wanted.
Knock him into the North Sea.
All right, do you know what, Andy? Fair enough. Andy, you're a superstar. Enjoy your weekend.
Take care, guys.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers, mate.
Dan Burn's listening to this now, right? He's thinking, I've lost half a yard, but you know what? I'm absolutely hammered Rizdle.
Yeah, I'm going to put him in the North Sea.
Bang, whack, have that in the North Sea.
Bosh.
There you go, Sunderland fans. Love to hear your thoughts on that. Any other Newcastle fans, 03717223344. Going to continue taking your calls, of course, on what's been another massive night of European football for the British clubs. Keep the calls coming, 03717223344. Easy Jermaine Pennant, I'm Jason Gunning. This is the Sports Bar live here on talkSPORT. With talkSPORT Bet, download the new talkSPORT app. Archie Company. You listen to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. You're Jermaine, Pennant, Jason Cundy. Still come. We're joined by Mickey Gray, all-round good egg, ahead of the return of the Time Weird Derby this Sunday. Any thoughts on that? Speak to me and Gemma. 03717 223344. First up, though, we take a look at some of the latest odds with talkSPORT Bet.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Stay on the ball with our safer gambling tools. Find out more at talksportbet.com. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Yes, indeed. It's time to take a look at the latest odds with Ryan from talkSPORT Bet. Rhino, how are you, sir?
Good evening, lads. I'm very well. How are you both? Not licking your wounds, I see, after yesterday's performances. You're doing all right, aren't you? You're over it.
We're totally fine.
We're doing okay, Rhino. Now, listen, I left you and I left Gemma as well. But no, Gemma left before me, didn't you?
Yeah, Gemma left before you.
Gemma went out. It might tell us about that a little bit later on. But Rhino, you stayed in the talkSPORT Darts Classic. What time did you eventually leave?
Do you know what? Pretty much closing. I don't know what time that was. Maybe that speaks volumes. But
I think it does, matey.
It is the best day of the year. I say that all the time. My takings away from it, right, is how talkSPORT Bet made Jason Cundy favourite. I will never know, right?
Scandal.
That is a scandal, right? Okay, I can admit that myself. Second of all, I've never seen someone more outraged than when Jammer got knocked out the tournament. I was hearing the word fix. I was ban him, make sure he can't be in the tournament no more. Dino, get him out. It was unbelievable, Jammer.
Okay,
you weren't happy.
Okay, man, I'm not going to lie.
It all came out.
Bitterness.
He's knocked me out 3 times, and I've had enough of it. I've had enough. Management, if you can hear this, something needs to be done. It's not fair. You know, with the fans don't want to see Man City win all the time.
Is it boring?
It's not.
Boring.
Boring.
We need to see like the Gabbies of the world play and get to the finals and lose and whatever.
I have to say, Rhino and Jam, we're both there. It was what a great day. So fabulous stuff. Can't wait for next year already.
No, honestly, it was unbelievable.
Rhino, let's kick off with my mob. Chelsea stumbling and tripping at the moment. We got Everton at home. It's a 3:00 kickoff, and I think I'm right in saying Everton haven't won there in 31 years in the league. Right?
Yeah, so they haven't lost
I'm not
finished. 30 home games. Go on.
I don't think David Moyes has ever won as a manager at Chelsea, either, has he? Is that fact or not?
He's never won at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League, ever.
Right. I mean...
Everton win?
Do you know what football is this weird... Do you know what... Okay, give me the odds, Rhino.
Yeah, listen, you're there. I'm tapping into your mindset right now. You're there, and there's a script there, isn't there? It's been so meh for Chelsea, as you've said. It's 4 games without a win now. You've got to include that Atalanta loss and the Leeds loss in there as well. This Everton side are good. We talked about stats as well. Only 4 times that they've had this many points at this stage in the Premier League, and 3 of those times was the top 7 finish for them. So this is a good season by their standards, by anyone's standards, really. Chelsea are the favourites. They're on at 13-20, but as you say, they haven't lost to Everton in 30 home games, which is Chelsea's longest streak against any team. And Moyes hasn't won at the Bridge in 20 games. So it is stats against them, but the script is there to be torn up in it. 7-4 Everton are, for anybody who's interested, anyone who's listening to that. 7-4 is the price. And the draw, even the draw, I'm looking at the draw, you know, it could be a bit stinky, this one. It's 29-10. 29-10, the draw. So let's look at the value. Your star boy, Jace Esteval. 2 shots on target. It's one of many boosters on talkSPORT Bet. 17-10 for 2 shots on target. I quite like that because you're going to need him to be lively. You're going to need someone to pull you out of this slump, and he could be the guy. Palmer anytime, boosted to 21-10 as well. Okay. Chelsea to win to 0 at 15-8. If you think they'll shut them out, I'm not sure. I'm looking at the 1-up early payout. 7-5 for Everton. If Everton go 1-up, talkSPORT better payout. So I'm on your line of thinking that this stinks a little bit. So that's
I'm just worried, Rhino. I'm just worried. Now football works. It's got this weird way of writing its own scripts.
Cruel, isn't she? She's cruel.
She's a cruel mistress, matey.
She is. Yeah. Right, now on to Brighton, who host Liverpool on Saturday, 3 p.m. I'm not sure about this one.
Oh, my God, the pair of us.
Look at
the pair of us here.
God.
Gemma.
I think every week at the moment, I'm not sure. Doesn't matter what we got. I just don't know what's coming out.
Oh, man,
terrible
honestly.
I know. It's horrible.
I'm feeling that negative energy from here all the way in Birmingham. This is terrible. Well, you know, I've previewed a few Liverpool games now, obviously, as yourselves have as well, weekly, and I'm just not feeling like you've pulled out of this slump yet. Yeah. I know it was a good result, but I feel like you're still in amongst it. And I even called the draw against, I did it in front of Cundy. So I had a witness. I called the draw against Leeds because I'm not feeling them at the moment. And I know you guys are feeling the same. Liverpool are 4-6 favourites. Ultimately, Brighton are 18-5. 18-5. So, and the draw's 16-5. I think Liverpool could do it. Don't get me wrong. I think they still have enough quality to pull away. But if they don't, Brighton at 18-5, that's not too bad, you know. So, again, if you want to stay away from the result, I won't look at Isak anytime. I will not look at him at 37-40. Sorry, I'm just not convinced. I don't know. Obviously, it's just the way it is. I'd rather look at Ekitike, who's the same price. So I much prefer him as a player. To score first, actually, is a talkSPORT bet booster at 15-4. Liverpool to win and both teams to score, I have to say, at 21-10. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that this week. It could be a big result for Liverpool, this one. But you have to look at Welbeck at 8-5, you know. You just have to look at him. You can't overlook a price like that for a striker in amongst a good season against a team that can leak goals anywhere. 8-5 is not a bad price, but I'm feeling your pain, Jammer, kind of. I'm not feeling good about it.
The pair of us, Ryan. I've never known a slump like this in a sports bar. Not when I'm in my Jammer, anyway.
I know.
I'm used to bringing the smiles and the joy. And it's just like,
no, the pair of us, mate. We'll have a hug. The next break, we'll have a hug. We'll hug it out.
Can't take it.
The Arsenal take on Wolves, of course, an 8 o'clock kicker on Saturday. That should put them or elevate them higher up into the Premier League, you would have thought. West Ham take on Aston Villa. That's at 2 o'clock, so Villa look at the close down. But the game we're looking at is Palace versus City. And my memory of this game in the past, I think Palace have done all right, you know. I've got this funny feeling that maybe City have gone to Palace and struggled a bit. Is my memory correct or not?
Yeah, I think you are on the right lines because for me, this game, it could be one of the trickiest ones to call of the weekend. I really feel that way, in my humble opinion. And this Palace side are in the top 4 now, 4 points behind third, 1 point ahead of fifth. And they can hurt anyone on their day, you know, the season that they're having. But so can City. They can do that as well. And we've talked about this before, and you mentioned at the top of the show, they're breathing down Arsenal's necks now, and they can become a different animal when they're in this scenario. So it could be the moment where they kick on, but we don't know. The price I'm enjoying, City are not too far away from evens, which feels right to me, because City can be an outrageous price sometimes, but not too far from evens. I'm enjoying that. Palace are 29-10, and the draw's 14-5. In terms of what we can look at, I'm just going to get it out of the way and give the Haaland markets, because that's what everyone's going to want. Exactly. Everyone's going to look at him. 8-11 anytime to score. 3 shots on target is a talkSPORT bet booster at 9-4. To score 2 or more at 7-2. And this one I did just so you guys can hear this bit of context. It's unbelievable. Haaland hat-trick is 12-1, right? Compare that to Mateta hat-trick at 50-1. That's the beast that we are talking about here. An unbelievable striker. So you wouldn't bet against him, put it that way. In terms of what I'm picking out, City to win and both teams to score 13-5. I think that could be the case. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw or if Palace edged it. You just don't. It is really tricky one to call. It really is.
Yeah.
Rhino, you're a superstar. Thanks for joining us, bud. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch up next week.
Cheers, boys. You too. Take care, man.
Cheers, mate.
Top man. That's the latest odds with talkSPORT Bet.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Stay on the ball with our safer gambling tools. Find out more at talksportbet.com. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Yes, terms and conditions apply. 18 plus gambleaware.org. Next up, though, we're going to be joined by Sunderland legend. It says all-round good egg. What a boy he is, Mickey Gray. Ahead of the big one this Sunday, the time where Derby, Sunderland take on Newcastle. This is the Sports Warrior on talkSPORT Bet. He's Jermaine Pennant. I'm Jason Cundy. Download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18 plus gambleaware.org. Thanks for your company. You are listening to Jermaine Pennant. I'm Jason Cundy, live here on the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Still to come. We'll bring the back pages as soon as we get them. And we've got the Midnight Train to Madness. Yes, of course. That's something that we do every Thursday, and it's part of the show that you guys own. We don't own it. You do. And no calls, no train. So here's how it works. You pick up the phone. You dial 03717 223344. You can talk about whatever you want. Within reason. No sport, no politics, no religion, nothing too serious. If you stay away from those things, you're fine. You're not going to get cut off. But you got my friend over here, Jermaine Pennant, right? He's lived a life. You want some advice. I don't know, there might be a relationship advice that you want to phone up and speak to him about, right? But you might want to have something a bit. You don't do, listen, we're entering that season now, right? And what's happened to Stanford?
Oh, Stanford didn't like that.
Oh, my God, Stanford's just fallen.
He didn't want your advice.
Stanford's just fallen. That's terrible. I don't know what that says about Chelsea, but Stanford's gone. I've got a little
lion.
Yeah, Stanford the lion, and he's just fallen off. I'll get him in the next break. I'm not happy about that. Anyway, I'm completely throwing my concentration. So yeah, so it's the Midnight Train to Madness. So you want to phone us now? It's Christmas, the season now where you might want some gift ideas.
Yeah,
right. You might think, oh, I'm not going to get my partner. I don't want to get my brother, my sister, my mum, my dad, whoever. Right? Phone up, speak to me, speak to him. And we give you some advice about what you would do. You might have a problem or an issue about what's going to happen on Christmas Day. Do you want to go to the in-laws? No, I don't want to go. We'll give you an excuse. Come up with something. Yeah. Okay? Maybe Boxing Day. Maybe you're going to go to football. Haven't quite sorted it out with the partner. How am I going to get out of this one? I'm in a hole. Right? Come to us. 03717 223344. First up, though, Newcastle go to Sunderland in the Premier League Tyne and Wear derby this weekend. It'll be the first time the sides have met in the Premier League since 2016. It's a huge game. And join us now, look ahead of that. Sunderland legend, all-round good egg. It's Mickey Gray. Mickey, good evening, bud.
Yeah,
look at him,
mate. Hi,
look at him.
Hello, Mickey.
Look at that. Look at that
He's
boy.
shining, the boy.
Look at him. How you feeling, Mick? I've got Sunderland to win this, matey.
I like it.
Yeah, I have. I just think this is. It feels just right that Sunderland are going to have too much. What's your thoughts in the build up to this big game?
Well, I'm pleased Newcastle have had a big game in midweek, Jace. I've got to be brutally honest with you, because I watched Sunderland last weekend against City, and of all the games they played this season, it was probably the game that they just didn't turn up, they didn't perform, and it's understandable. They've had a brilliant start to the season, so you're going to expect the odd game like that. But the big one's Sunday against Newcastle. I think it's the one that all the Sunderland supporters have been waiting for, and as you just mentioned there before, I mean, it's been a decade since we played them back in the Premier League, so everybody's looking forward, and I just hope that stadium's rocking, and I'm sure it's going to be.
Now, Mick, before we get into the game, let's hear from Simon Jordan, who was speaking about the derby earlier today on White and Jordan. Here's what he had to say about both sides going into this game.
I think they're on an equal footing, which I think is a good thing, because I don't think anyone can pick this game, really, because on the balance of probabilities, you wouldn't be surprised if Sunderland won. You wouldn't be surprised if, because it's a derby, takes care of itself and Newcastle were to win away from home and ultimately start creating this scenario where they're winning away from home again.
Yeah.
What it is, though, is a brilliant derby where Sunderland are not the runt of the litter. This is a resurgent Sunderland with a brilliant manager, with a young owner that's really proved himself to know what he's doing, or having people around him that are giving him good advice. So it's a hell of a... I mean, they must be buzzing up in the North East.
Oh. Yeah, they are buzzing. They will be buzzing. Mickey, I just want to talk about Xhaka, Granit Xhaka. When you was signing him, I was like, okay, that's an okay signing. But he's turned out to be probably one of the best signings so far this summer.
I think he's been the signing of the season, Jermaine. I really do. It's crazy, and the clubs that you two lads support as well. You know, when you get attracted to a certain player and somebody you think someone's having a bit of a laugh and a joke. You just go, nah, it's just to get people interested. And I'm thinking there's no way we can attract somebody like Granit Xhaka to Sunderland. Certainly the first year back in the Premier League, of what he'd achieved at Arsenal. I know it didn't end well, but then he goes to Leverkusen, he wins the league out there. And the next thing, he's on a plane and he's coming to the Northeast and he's signing for Sunderland. And I've got to say, fair play to him, because he's been given the captain's armband. He's got a load of younger players around him. He's been given the task of nurturing these players and giving them that bit of experience on the pitch and trying to control them, if you like. And what an incredible job, and what a signing he's been. In the first, 15 games of the season, he's been breathtaking. He really has.
Yeah, and I think it's credit to the manager that's made these players fit and not just get into a squad, but get into a team. I saw the game, Mick. I was at Stamford Bridge where you boys beat us, and you deserved it. You know, it wasn't a smash and grab. You deserved it. And Granit Xhaka was the best player on the pitch that day. He's added a real experience, but not just in this country. But, you know, he demands respect as well. You know, he's one of those players that, you know, you got him in your dressing room and you look around, you got Granit Xhaka, and he's performed. He's not just turned up and taken the money. I'm guessing he's on a decent way. He's nowhere near what he would have been on at Arsenal, but a seriously good wage the Premier League. But he's come in and he's gone, right, I'm going to show you boys how to adapt and play in this Premier League. And he's been, as you said, mate, I agree with you, one of the best signings in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing, isn't it? You know, you can think an experienced player comes into a starting 11, Jason. 14 new signings Sunderland had in the summer. And, you know, whether it's down to the manager or whether it's down to the club and the recruitment that they've went around and they've kind of pinpointed what players that they thought were actually going to make them better in the Premier League. But what an incredible job. I think it was, 160 million quid they spent, which I don't think anybody expected Sunderland to get anywhere near that figure. But you do worry sometimes when you bring in 14 players of how it's going to react, because we've seen what happened to Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Ipswich have done it, and all those three sides have struggled at the bottom of the table at times when they went out and spent that amount of money. But these players have bedded in, and Granit Xhaka, you talk about the experience. That when you've got 7 or 8 younger players around you, just run around and just want to go and like express themselves and use the pace and score goals and you know, win football matches. You need that cog, that guy in the middle who's going to keep everything tight. Yeah. And he is that man. And I've got to say, I think the spine of Sunderland's been really good this season. Dan Ballard, the centre-half, been outstanding. The goalkeeper playing, I think it was in the Dutch second league, and they found him. What a signing he's been. And then they've got goals as well. And the importance when you do get promoted out of the Championship into the Premier League is your home form. And Sunderland have played 7 games there and unbeaten.
Yeah. And
that takes you a long, long way. And it's just perfect. As Simon just mentioned there, going into this derby game, I wouldn't have expected to be saying this. It's so balanced between the two sides because of what Newcastle have obviously done in the Champions League, that little bit of tiredness in the legs, but coming to the stadium alight, the players are full of confidence, and that place is going to be rocking. I can't pick a winner. I'd love to pick a winner. I'd love to say Sunderland are going to win, but you just can't pick a winner.
Yeah, Mickey, how can Sunderland hurt Newcastle, and where will this game be won and lost?
Oof. I should be in the manager's seat, Jermaine, shouldn't I, with a question like that? Well, look, I mean, we've signed some really good wide players. Enzo Lafay, I mean, he's been at the club for a couple of seasons, but they made it permanent in the summer. He's had a really good start to the season. Traore, who's got good experience as well, whether he plays on the right-hand side. Those are the type of players I think they would be relying on to try and get in behind Newcastle. Because I think, if you look at let's say Livramento and Dan Burn probably play as the 2 fullbacks. I'm not quite sure if they will. But I think there's an opportunity there for the wide players of Sunderland to get at those fullbacks. But I just think it's more about grit and determination, as it is in every single derby game. You've got to win that battle first and foremost in the first 10 or 15 minutes. And I think if you come out on top on that, you give yourself a platform and a fighting chance of going all the way and winning the game.
Mick, it's been 2016 since the last game in the Premier League between these two sides, and as a neutral, this game I'm salivating because of whatever Sunderland are. Had it been, you know, years gone by, and even Newcastle, you know, compared to where they were in 2016, both sides they're elevated to where they both were. Newcastle got relegated. Sorry, Sunderland. They've been out the Premier League for that long. How big is this now? Because as a neutral, this feels like a massive, massive derby. And of course, we've got the good, the derby on Tyneside, the derby in Liverpool and Everton, and the London derbies. But where does this rank?
Well, I was fortunate, Jace. I played in an Old Firm derby, and I came out on top in that game. But I played at Ibrox against Rangers, and I've never witnessed anything like that in my life. Still to this day, I think it's probably the biggest game I've ever played in, or the most nervous I've ever played. But everybody kind of puts a derby game to a level where they think theirs is the best. I've played in the Sheffield derby. I've played in Wolves West Bromwich Albion derby, and I mean they're still furious when you play in those games. But I've played in quite a lot of these games, these Sunderland Newcastle games. Whether it's been at home or away, I've had good results, I've had bad results, and it's up there. And I think that gap of not playing each other for 9 years in the Premier League. I know they have played each other in the Cup when Sunderland won the Championship and Newcastle won that game 3-0. But I think just being back in the Premier League, and especially where the two sides are in the Premier League, I just think it makes it absolutely huge. I mean, you've got to tune into it. I'm the lucky one. I'm going and covering it for talkSPORT, and I can't wait to get there to cover the game. But watch it on TV if you're not going to listen to it.
Cannot wait, mate.
But it's just going to be incredible.
Mickey, I'll be listening to you, of course, watching them.
Good man. Good man. Yes.
Mickey, just want to touch on, and I know it's not about the game, but obviously you've got a lot of players who will be going off to AFCON. Yeah. Is that really going to hurt Sunderland?
You know what, Jermaine? It would have been a concern if we had, let's say, for instance, 10 points on the board at the moment in the Premier League. So I think that was a massive priority to get to 20 points. Well, they've got 23 points. We're going to lose 7 players who are going to go to the AFCON, which is an extended competition this season because it falls into December and January. Yeah. If you go back 2 years, I think it was only over the January period. So, yeah, it's without a doubt, we're going to miss the players that are going to be going to the AFCON. But we don't know how long they're going to be going for, how far they go into competition. Certain players are going to be coming back. But I think the important thing was that they were actually still going to be around to play in this game against Newcastle, because this is a massive one. You can kind of deal with those games over Christmas. Look, if you pick the odd point up or you get an odd win here, there, up until the Christmas period, you're still in a great position. I mean, 3 sides that get promoted from the Championship, Burnley, Leeds United and Sunderland, they've all given themselves a fighting chance of staying in the Premier League, which we've not had for the last 2 seasons. So I hope we don't miss them too much. But, we want them back as quick as we possibly can.
Mick, I know you said you can't predict it. You know I'm going to ask you, don't you?
I'll give you a score. No doubt I'll give you a score.
Come on in.
I think Sunderland are going to beat them 1-0.
Yeah,
I think Newcastle will have tired legs. They played that huge game against Leverkusen in midweek. They had a disappointment of conceding a late equalising goal. They've had the travel in, so they come into the stadium alive, and these players are going to be ready for it. These young lads, plus Granit Xhaka, they're going to be ready for this, and those supporters are just going to be absolutely rocking. So I don't know. Everybody's going to expect a 3-2 or something like that.
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle, Nick. Sorry, 2-1 Sunderland. I do apologise. 2-1 Sunderland.
Yeah, look, it could be anything, Jason. I mean, look, Newcastle have got a great forward line. They really have. I mean, whatever players play, whether it's Barnes, whether it's Anthony Gordon, if Voltemada plays up front for them, they will create chances. There's no question in a game of football they'll create chances. But I think how solid Sunderland have been, certainly at home, I give themselves a really fighting chance to win this one.
Mick, you're a superstar. Enjoy it, bud. Good luck. Have a great weekend.
Cheers, lads. Have a good night.
There he is, Mickey. Great, all-round good, lovely boy. And, of course, Sunderland legend there, and talkSPORT legend as he is now. He'll be there, of course, on Sunderland. And as I said, everyone here at talkSPORT will be covering you everything you need to know up and down the country on Saturday and Sunday. There's a lot of big games in the Premier League as we look ahead to Sunday. Once my computer starts to work, there you go. We have got Crystal Palace take on Manchester City, Forest take on Spurs, West Ham take on Villa, and the evening or the later game is Brentford take on Leeds, but that 2:00 kickoff, Sunderland take on Newcastle. Let's go and speak to Brian, who's a Newcastle fan. All right, Brian?
Hello, lads.
But you sound terrible, mate. What's happened?
Why? He's scared. He's scared.
No, I'm so me, mate. I'm just at work.
What are you doing? What do you do for work?
I'm a removal man normally, but I'm doing the food deliveries on night time just for the extra money for Christmas.
Right, okay, all right. And you're not working at the moment. You got a bit of downtime, right?
No, there's nothing to do at the moment.
There's nothing to do. All right. Well, listen, appreciate the call. Appreciate you listening. What do you want to say?
I just wanted to say that I think we'll win on Sunday. I think we've got the better team. I'm not going to say that they haven't done well, because they have, but I've been laughing at all the people I know from Sunderland being saying, "Oh, mind the gap." But I believe if we beat them on Sunday, we'll go 2 points above them. I think we've got too much depth on the bench, and I think losing against Man City was just the start of them going down, basically. So I think we're going to come.
It's a bit harsh. Losing Man City.
You think they're going to go down?
No, I'm saying I think that's the start of them starting to drop down the table.
I don't know, Bri. I mean, I've got no dog in this fight, right? I think Sunderland will win 2-1, right? Jam, I don't know what you think. What's your thoughts?
I think it's 3-1 Newcastle.
I don't know. I just think Stadium of Light is a really tough place. They've made it really difficult, and Newcastle's away form isn't great. And it's a total different team. It's in that 3-0 victory thumping you gave them. It's going to be such a stiffer test.
Let me ask you this, Bri, right? Because I know you have some fun, and we all do, we're old friends, but you need this rivalry, right? You need this rivalry in the biggest league in the world. You need to be playing Sunderland, Newcastle every single season. Now, have you missed this game in the league?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Will you be going to it, Bri?
Yeah, I am, yes.
Oh, it's gonna be. I genuinely, I'm looking forward.
My first derby that I actually got to go to was the FA Cup one last year, and just the banter between the fans. I mean, the Sunderland fans were picking on Kieran. We were singing songs about the seagulls.
Listen, Bri, I appreciate the call. Have a great Christmas, right? And look, I've got no dog in the fight, so listen, good luck at the weekend, all right?
Cheers.
All right, bud, there he is, Brian, Newcastle. It sounds a bit worried to me.
It's a bit nervous.
Maybe he's at work. Maybe that's why he sounds a little bit like he's still working there. Keep the calls coming, gang. We're going to take more of your calls. Also, in around about 15 minutes' time, it's the Midnight Train to Madness. No politics, no sport, no religion, nothing too serious. Anything goes. Pick up the phone, tell us a story, or ask us advice. Christmas is around the corner. You might need a little bit some tips on presents to buy. Jermaine Pennant is your man to speak to. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Good evening. This is the Sports Bar here on talkSPORT. I'm Jason Cundy alongside Jermaine Pennant. Still to come. We've got the Midnight Train to Madness. You know the rules, gang. No sport, no politics, no religion, nothing too serious. Pick up the phone and have a chat. If you call now, we'll put you on the system and we'll call you back. It'll be a free call. Get your stories in now. 03717 223344. First up, though, talkSPORT and pitch experiences. I'm giving you the chance to experience the event of the year. Yeah, the PDC World Darts Championship at Ali Pali. On the 23rd of December, you and three mates could be living it large in platinum seats, fine dining, and a complimentary bar, don't you know? And exclusive access to the 501 Lounge with Russ, the voice Bray, who we were with yesterday. He was brilliant. By the way, at the talkSPORT Darts World Championship. Then it's straight to your Prime Arena table for the best view in the house. Get ready for an unforgettable night at Ali Pali Christmas. Here's how to enter, though, for your chance to win. Text DARTS, D-A-R-T-S, to 83338. Text will cost you £2 plus your standard network rate. Or call 03 4342 17508. That's 03 4342 17508. Lines close at 4 p.m. on the 18th of December. That's when you need to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus and UK residents only. So now for your chance to win, text DARTS to 83338 now. This is a talkSPORT network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. It's now time for the Raffles Bet Pages. And JC joins us on the line. JC, good evening, sir.
Evening, lads. How you doing? Good?
All good, my friend. Let's get stuck straight into it. The most Salah story is going to be that long-running one we expect throughout the next transfer window, which opens in, my maths isn't that great, it's the 11th, 20 days-ish. About 20 days. However,
not long at all.
Not long at all, matey. You know, just under 3 weeks. Cops Rebels secret meeting. Is this the Hend Salah's summit with Pal Jordan? That's Jordan Henderson amid Saudi links. There's a photograph here. Tell us a little bit more. This is an exclusive in the Sun.
Yeah, so the Sun have managed to get a picture of Jordan Henderson and Mohamed Salah having a meal together in West London. It also comes after Saudi chiefs started speaking about they would welcome Salah with open arms. We know Henderson, of course, played for a little bit with Al Ettifaq under Steven Gerrard, Saudi Arabia. In the end, I don't think it worked out as he did as a career move. But equally, you know, he does understand Saudi Arabia. He knows what it's like. He's played there. It feels just like a matter of time now that Salah goes to Saudi Arabia. I feel like it really does feel like that. I think that most people would have probably thought this was going to be his last season anyway. You know, it might probably go at the end of the season to Saudi Arabia. It feels like a January move is even possible now, to be honest, with his comments last week. Yeah. And, you know, now this, meeting Henderson, Saudi chiefs talking about it. I don't think the Saudi chiefs would come out and say anything specifically about it if they didn't get some form of information going on about what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're very, very watch this space, isn't it? Very interesting.
It is.
Back at the Times, fury at World Cup prices. FIFA urged to alt sales after cheapest ticket for next year's final in the USA, set at more than 3,000 whopping pounds.
Lads, I'm sorry, this is an absolute disgrace.
What's going on here?
Absolute disgrace. If you want to follow England from the start to the finish, it will cost you £5,000 in tickets alone. So, and then you've got to factor in, well, where you're going to stay, accommodation. You've got to get around the country, 3 countries potentially. You've got to get around 3 countries. A month, you've got food, drink. You're talking like £20,000 here to go and watch England at the World Cup if you're going to follow them for the whole tournament, which a lot of people would probably like to do. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. It's not going to be financially feasible. And I was in Germany yesterday for the Newcastle game, and it was great to see so many fans over there and just enjoying it. And you're not going to get that at this World Cup because people aren't going to be able to afford to even go there for the atmosphere or anything because these prices are ridiculous. And what's going to annoy me even more is when you see all the influencers and YouTubers and celebrities who are going to get free tickets and they're going to be there pushing their profile and stuff, and the actual fans can't go. They're not allowed to go because they have lives, they have families to feed, they have bills to pay, but they can't do this because of this ridiculous pricing. I mean, it was £83 for the final at the Euro 2024, you know, and they're talking about £3,000 It's absolute disgrace. It really is.
Do you know what? This is legalised touting, because what I think FIFA have looked at here, they've seen the way forward, how ticket touts sell their tickets, whether it be on reselling websites. There's been much news over that the last 18 months or so. And they've looked at that and thinking, who's the mugs here? We're selling something for let's say $100, yet people are selling that for $3,000. Why are we... So in some ways, it's the touts that have kind of caused this, in my opinion, because all they're going to... Go on, JC.
No, go for it. No, touts are some of the worst people around. You know, they're horrendous. They have ruined every music event, every sporting event. Luckily, the UK government are now bringing in finally laws that mean that you can't sell anything for over what it's worth. Because I can type in Champions League tickets right now and it can bring it up for like 800 quid. So someone's selling them somehow. So I
don't know why you're doing that, JC. You're not going to get to the final, mate.
I said Champions League tickets, mate. I didn't say final.
I'm only messing with you. JC, tell us what's on the website.
Yeah, Luke Littler, it's back. The dart is back, and he smashed his opponent 3-0. You know, I think everyone's tipping him to go back to back. Well, it's ridiculous, isn't he? I mean, he's absolutely dominated darts. He's turned it around. He's made it a really popular sport as well. There's a new Scottish lad who's 15 who just won at the Lakeside a few weeks ago. Yeah, so there's a new Littler on the block, and we might see him in the World Championship. But it's a great start for Littler. And look, this time of year is great, isn't it? The PDC, football. The Ashes, it's brilliant. We'll love it.
JC, you're brilliant as well. Appreciate your time, man. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend. Well, it's the derby. Oh,
yes, it is the derby.
God.
Exciting.
Whoa,
up the Mackhams.
I will not be in on Monday.
I bet you won't. Yeah, you only turn. Top man, take care, matey. There's Ralph Ellis back pages with JC. Okay, it's now time for you guys to own the part of the show that you own. It's the Midnight Train to Madness. No calls, no train. Gemma and I want to speak to you. You can ask any advice. Tell us a story. Tell us anything. There are no rules other than no sport, no politics, no religion, nothing too serious. Other than that, anything goes within reason. Pick up the phone and dial 03 717 223344 and speak to me and Gemma.